as we're underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home play.
Now Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Breaks through the contact. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Colts will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Now for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. On 3rd down, Morton. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Morton. Screen play. Anderson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Fights loose.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Wide open receiver, complete. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Jones from the gun on third down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
Hamler now to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Denver's offense now set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd down at 7. Back to throw. Morton. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Corey Willis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down right around the 25. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion. I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Off play action. Morton. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Morton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Jones throwing to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Another try after the first down sack. Jones is going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
36-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And Denver getting set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Handoff comes to Anderson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Morton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Morton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. To throw on third down. Morton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Jones now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Throwing again on second down. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a handoff looking right. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Hamler now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's struggled. His team has struggled. You talk to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A huge play there for Denver. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Morton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10.
Colts 20, Broncos 10.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Looking to throw. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To the first as he can only get to the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll drop this down to Williams. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Morton. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. The first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's remind everyone what we've got coming up in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns